Hey, I'm Sandra Nomoto, also known as the Book Whisperer. Since working with authors in 2020, the first question I usually ask authors who approach me is whether they're going to go the traditional book publishing route or the self-publishing route. And a lot of folks don't know how this process works, so I thought that I would do this video so it would save both of us a lot of time and we can get right back to talking about your book. Now, here are the 3 different ways to get a book published. The first way is the traditional method, and this is how most books were published until the start of the 21st century. Essentially, it involves approaching a publisher with your book idea. The publisher will then accept or reject your proposal. If a publisher accepts your book idea, then they will cover all of the services required to publish your book. Now, as you know from Harry Potter's J.K. Rowling story, it is not necessarily easy to land a publisher unless you're an influencer or celebrity. One easy way to get around this is to land a literary agent, and that person will be responsible for shopping your book idea around to publishers who might be more likely to pick up your book idea. Now, whether you choose to work with a literary agent or not, you're going to have to prepare a book proposal to present to the publisher. A lot of authors think that they have to have the entire book written in order to approach publishers, and this is not true. Now, what's involved in a book proposal? Essentially, you want to give them the outline of the book, maybe a sample chapter. That's actually a very good idea, one or a few sample chapters, and the marketability of your book, because your book is essentially a product and you want to be able to tell the publisher, readers are going to want to buy my book. Now, if a publisher accepts your book idea, then you'll negotiate an agreement that will have all of the terms spelled out. And in terms of payment, maybe you will receive an advance from the publisher. Usually that doesn't happen unless you're a celebrity or an influencer. And more often than not, you will know the percentage of each book sold that you'll receive once your book is out. Now, this entire process will take 1 to 2 years because essentially you'll get put into a queue with other authors whose books they are going to continue to put out, and they're going to set some deadlines for you to start delivering the different chapters of your book. You'll also be working with several editors, and then once the editing process is done, they're going to design your cover, they're going to format your book for both print and ebook, and a publisher may or may not help you with producing an audio version of your book. If they are going to produce an audio version, then you'll either narrate the book yourself or a narrator will be brought in, as well as the necessary sound professionals. Now, when it comes time to your book launch, your publisher will give you some marketing support. They may have a media list that they're going to reach out to and tell them about your book, but it's also up to the author to do their own marketing to sell the book. Even if you're picked up by a traditional publisher, you may want to think about hiring a marketer or a publicist that will help you do readings and signings at events. They'll also help you arrange media and podcast interviews and other speaking events where you can be on stage and then sign and sell books. You'll also want to think about your content strategy, so posting on social media, sending out emails, and blogging. Generally, the more books that you sell, the more that you're going to earn. Now let's talk about the second way to get a book published, which is the self-publishing method. Now with this, you have complete creative control over your book and unlimited earning revenue. The catch is that you're responsible for all of the services that are needed to produce your book. So if you're not going to write the book yourself, you might want to hire a ghostwriter or a co-author to write the book with you. You're also going to need to hire 1 or 2 editors. You're going to need to hire 1 or a few formatters to help you format the print version and the ebook version. You're going to hire a cover designer. And if you choose to do an audio version, again, you may narrate the book yourself. If not, you're going to hire a narrator and also a sound person to help you get your sound files in order. You're also going to want to hire somebody to help you with marketing. All in all, I always suggest that an author set aside $10,000 to $15,000 US for all of the services that you're going to need to publish your book. Then you're going to have to choose a publishing platform to distribute the book. Many authors choose to only use Amazon KDP because it is the most popular place where people buy books online. Many also choose Ingram Spark, which distributes to all of the places where you can buy books online and where physical bookstores actually order from. There's also Lulu, which I used for my second book and also distributes where you can buy books online. And the percentage of what you earn is going to vary depending on format, but you can earn up to 40% in revenue with each book sale. Now you might be wondering where the rest of that 60% is going. Well, it's going to the cost of printing and distributing your book. The great thing about self-publishing is if you want to change your book, you can do that anytime because you have the rights to your book. So you can change the cover. If you choose to put out another edition, then maybe you want to change the cover then and change the interior as well. Now, the third type of publishing is hybrid publishing. It's actually technically still self-publishing, but what it involves is hiring an agency or a company that is going to help you with all of the services that you need to get your book done versus you needing to research an editor here, a formatter here, a cover designer here, and a marketer here. The great thing about working with a hybrid publisher is that even though you are paying them to help you, you still retain all of the rights to your book and you can choose to change the elements of your book whenever you want. Now, the fees for a hybrid publisher will definitely range. I would say they're gonna start at minimum $15,000 US. I personally also know an agency that will write your book for you and they charge up to $40,000, including the writing of the book. Now, when it comes to my services, most of them are catered to folks who are self-publishing. If you are going the traditional route, I can help you ghostwrite or co-author a book, and I can help on the marketing end, but that's pretty much it. For self-publishing authors, I can coach you through the entire process. I'll help you with the online administration. I can ghostwrite or co-author your book. I can edit, I can format, I can do an index if you're publishing a nonfiction book, and I'll also help you with the marketing side. To learn more about all of my services, just visit my author page at sandranomoto.com. And if you want to get in touch with me, just fill out the form. Let me know what services you need help with, and also when you're available for a chat. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to getting in touch and learning more about your book.